that famous over-exaggeration when he used to say, "I'm so bored, I could die." Today on Boredom Must Die, I was so bored, I researched the possibility of cybernetic limbs. Before looking into the future, we did find interesting facts about ancient prosthetic limbs. In ancient times, the survival rate of those who lost limbs was very low. Those who did survive, though, were the pioneers of prosthetic limbs and led to current advances. This wouldn't be possible without those who came before us. In mythology, the Aztec god Texcatlipoca, I have no idea if I'm saying that right, a god of creation and revenge, was depicted with a missing foot, replaced by a solid obsidian. Other such myths also include the Indian warrior queen named Vispala. After losing a leg in battle, she was given a prosthetic limb made of iron. The earliest example of prosthetic limbs would be a wooden and leather toe dating back to 10,000 to 600 BC from ancient Egypt, and that still exists today. According to random stuff online, the Egyptians believed the afterlife would be difficult without all your limbs. So they would go the extra distance to replace the deceased missing limb so they would be whole in the afterlife. We did not see progress until the 16th century, when Dr. Ambroise Paré, considered the father of modern prosthetics, a surgeon and a pioneer in his own right. He improved amputation techniques, increasing survival rates, developed functional prosthetic limbs, and was the first one known to develop the knee prosthetic, which also came with an adjustable harness. And these are my friends here. If you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out which one of us goes first.
Because
neither one of us knows.
That's okay. Bobby, Boom can go first. That's cool.
All right, word. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Boom. I'm just a good friend of Dibs, here to talk with you guys about today's topic.
My name is Stars. I'm just here to hang out and chill with the broskies, and
Yeah.
I've known Dibs for a good while.
Yeah, and they both like long weeks. Long weeks.
Long
both-
weeks.
They both enjoy long walks on the beach and mountainside on horseback, walking on the horse's back. So, could you guys imagine being back alive, say like 10,000 to 600 BC? Like, what prosthetic limb would you imagine yourself having if you were just, surviving a battle? What limb did you just lose?
I would probably imagine I probably lost an arm.
Yeah, I was thinking an arm as well.
Yeah.
Why do you
for
think an
sure.
arm though? Like what? Left, right?
I would say
Well,
left. Probably left arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm primarily left-handed, so I would imagine it'd be my sword arm. Like,
Ah.
So I mean, I know
I would
I'd mess up like an entire legion of whatever we were doing because most men are right-handed, but
Would you
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
up the entire Legion solo though? Like just because you're left-handed?
I mean, depending on if we did like a phalanx or,
Yeah.
depending on, wherever I was born or whatever time period it was, like, yeah.
What if
I'd
your
imagine an arm.
prosthetic was just a sword? What if they just shoved a sword in there?
I'd be extremely ineffective depending on where I was cut from. Because if I was cut from the shoulder, I could only imagine just waving my entire torso, just to swing. Like,
You're
And
just-
imagine forgetting that you got your arm cut off from like the shoulder down, and you go to shake someone's hand with the wrong hand.
cut off their
there
arm.
And
goes
you're just
the,
like, there goes their hands. There goes
their whole hand.
I
Yeah.
just picture Boom on the battlefield just screaming and running at the enemy while he's like shaking his left shoulder. He's like, ah!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever works, I
You
suppose,
just see
at
it.
that
You just
point.
see a sword flopping in the wind.
Oh. Well, thankfully, there's been many advances since then. We're in the modern era of prosthetics now. And we don't have wrist rockets or mechanical laser eyeballs or replaceable cybernetic for her pleasure wieners yet. There have been some huge advancements, though, towards cybernetic prosthetics. Aside from internal electronics that help the body function, for example, pacemakers for the heart, we're now seeing myoelectric prosthetic limbs. Now, myoelectric does not connect to the brain, but they connect to your muscles. And so by doing so, they read the movement of your muscles to determine the action of what you want your prosthetic limb to do. An electronic arm for muscle movement of your chest. It detects the muscles in your chest, your shoulder, everywhere around the area to determine what you're trying to make the prosthetic limb do. It's not super precise, but if you want to slap someone in the face, it'll help you slap someone in the face by detecting your muscle movement. You can also flip people off.
My kind of prosthetic.
Hell yeah, right?
Hell yeah.
And so far, they're also working on the technology to connect with smartphones and smart devices, allowing the user to do simple gestures like point, give a thumbs up. So myoelectrics are they're getting there, like just based off muscle movement. It may not be connected to the brain, but that's pretty cool.
I mean,
That
that
is
would
very
be kind of
cool.
that would be kind of awkward with the mobile app, though, wouldn't it? Like someone just like say, "Dad, do it right," or like, "Mom, Dad, do it right," and they don't have an arm, so like pull out the app and like, "All right, thumbs up," and just do it. Like, wouldn't that be kind of awkward?
You're
just
like-
I
you're
think
waiting
like-
for
that's
your
literally
response?
worst case scenario.
Yeah, you're like in the
Yeah.
middle of an argument. You're like, hold up, just wait a second, just wait a second. You're like loading up the app on your phone. You're like, wait, just hold on. I got the perfect gesture for this. You just give me a second.
Flip them off. middle finger right there. Like, just load up the app real quick.
You're like,
But
excuse
I
me,
don't know.
sir.
Maybe it's different than that. But like that's what I imagined.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you think they'll ever get to a point where we have like the cybernetic type limbs with like wrist rockets and like mechanical laser eyeballs, like basically stuff that you see in video games? What are some
I
prosthetics
think-
you've seen?
I think we would get to that point, but I don't think anything for civilians. Like not even.
Like half
Unless
like
we become-
cybernetic mech soldier warriors?
Unless we become a society like Cyberpunk. Where it's like all black market.
Oh God. Well, there's
I guess-
also oh, go ahead, Boom.
I was just gonna say a good example we could talk about that's going on right now is obviously Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? That show
Oh,
is
yeah.
fairly popular around
Yeah.
the time of recording. So you know what I'm saying? It's or at least just finished being popular around its time of recording. Loki is having its moment of shine right now. But yeah, Winter Soldier is. I mean, he is a cybernetic arm. I
That's
mean,
true.
it goes all the way up to the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And he's able to do ridiculous amounts of things with that. You know, like when it comes down to fighting Iron Man himself, like successfully, not so much, but it's still
It
you
still
know, a
competes.
capability. Yeah, exactly. And that's
Yeah.
Then it
that's
gives them
insane.
super
just,
strength.
Just well, yeah. Well, that's I think the serums that Hydra gave him, but
Yeah.
I mean, nonetheless, like he still operates the cybernetic like extremely well.
Well, have you guys ever played like Mortal Kombat and you play Kano where he has like the laser eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think fucking Jax has he has two cybernetic arms as
Two
well.
cybernetic arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Well, I mean, if you were, I mean, we talked about what would happen if you're back in the olden days, like centuries and hundreds of years ago. Like, what prosthetic would you want to choose if we could choose like a modern one, or even from like if you think about from like Terminator or, you know, Mass Effect, Destiny 2. Basically, anything that you can think of, any universe is applicable here, including Winter Soldier, of course. Like, what would you want as a prosthetic?
Like living in the I'm sorry, I think I misunderstood the question. Living in like medieval times, like older.
Oh, no, no, we
talking about? Like,
oh, no,
are we talking about living today?
living today. Like, if we let's say we're in the
okay.
future, like what kind of prosthetic limb? If I mean, God forbid you lose a limb, but like
Right. Yeah.
if you had to choose, if someone twisted your arm, I'm twisting your arm. What prosthetic limb would you want personally? Like, would you want Jax's arms? Would you want Winter Soldier's arms? Would you want a Robo Wiener, laser eyes, wrist rocket?
Stars, you want to take this one? You go first.
I mean, I would probably choose Jax's arms. I'd probably go with two cybernetic arms if I had to. Because one cybernetic arm to me would be like, I'm kind of offset. I don't know. I would like to be symmetrical.
Would you be leaning over to the left because it's so damn heavy? Your body can't like
Maybe,
hold it up.
like-
You're like hunched over.
I don't know, like so much metal. Like I feel like if I don't know, I would probably like want just both arms. So you already got one half off. Get the other one too. I don't know.
I kind of feel that. I actually would only want one arm, and it would have to be like I don't know. I wouldn't want both arms like robotic. I just feel like I don't know. I'd feel too mechanical. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd feel too much like a robot if both sides of my body were like mechanized. You know what I'm saying? I would want one side so that way I could still feel like, you know, I'm still human, but like I have this attachment part of me
I
that's, you
feel
know,
Boom just wants to be the Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, this would be Full Metal.
well, Edward Elric is an absolute beast, but that's besides the point.
Man, I would go for Robo Wiener, like different attachments.
I mean, if I don't,
Built-in
I
vibrator.
don't know.
You want the French tickler mod? Let me switch.
Jeez.
They got an app for that too.
They have an app for that. Oh, of course they do.
Oh my god! Hold on, let me get in my phone.
Different speeds, different modes, different lengths. You could even make it smaller if you wanted. Make it bigger.
Different vibration speeds.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What about like you remember? You guys ever watch Austin Powers?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The
Yeah, you
nipples.
Yeah, the machine
Yeah,
gun
the
boobs.
machine gun nips.
Machine
Oh
nips,
my
yeah.
god. Yeah, what about that? Like,
I would not want to date someone with machine gun nips.
I mean,
But
likewise.
I don't think I would want machine gun nips either.
Well, likewise, there's well, I can't remember what the name of that movie is. There's a vampire movie where a guy has a crotch gun.
A crotch gun.
Yeah.
Well,
Hold on.
there's
Alright.
that from Wild Wild West.
Well,
Like
yeah.
it's on the belt buckle. It just like
Oh, yeah,
flips
no,
out and
so-
shoots.
The one I'm thinking of is from Dusk Till Dawn with Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yes.
Yeah, when they're in the
Tarantino.
yeah towards like the middle of the movie when they're in the spoiler alerts when they're in the bar. If you haven't seen From Dusk Till Dawn, just go watch it. Like what?
It's old.
It's been out
classic.
for almost 30 years. Like just go
Yeah,
I
watch it.
have
Classic.
not seen it, so
Oh
if
my God.
anybody's getting spoiled, I completely feel you. So continue on with the spoilers. Like they don't have anything to say because I'm on the team.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
I've never seen it.
No, there's a
I'm a
guy.
huge Quentin Tarantino fan, and
Oh, yeah.
I've never.
If
seen
you
that.
enjoy any of his movies,
Oh, yeah,
enjoy
you'll-
it.
you'll
I
like
enjoy
From Dusk Till
most of
Dawn.
his movies.
Yeah, no,
All
there's
of them, but,
a.
like Kill Bill. I don't really like Kill Bill. I think that one's dumb.
I watched Kill Bill once, and I never like super got into it. But like From Dusk Till Dawn, there's a guy in the bar with a revolver, and like the gun is where you think it would be, and it has two cylinders for the, shall we say, testicles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so like when the vampires are just attacking the bar and everyone, it's just sheer chaos. This guy just pulls out a cock gun. He's like, pow, 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 pow.
Does he
Okay.
thrust to shoot it?
I
'Cause
don't.
I don't remember that part of the movie.
I would have.
It's been
Yeah,
a
we'd
while
have to
since I
watch.
watched it. But like I figured, like if I had a crotch gun, I'd thrust when I shot. I would thrust. Like,
As long as you lead.
yeah. What's this, what do you mean, pedestrians? You don't have to lead as much. But
Oh my God.
but no, that's what I would imagine someone with a cock gun is just thrust when they shot. For sure.
I mean, would you like? Let's say you both want cybernetic arms. So would you want like modifications like wrist rockets, like Cyberpunk 2077 style? Like, what about those little mantis blades or the wrist rockets or like grapple hooks?
Yeah, I think
I-
a grapple.
I would go
hook,
with
obviously, would be cool.
knives or swords that came out and like a grapple hook. Yeah.
Or would they
wouldn't
be
want
launched
rockets.
out, or would they just be like
I think just attached, like that comes out.
just attached? So like you could just
Yeah.
run around and be like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I just like flick the wrist or whatever, and it just flings out or something.
I mean, do you feel like? I mean, overall though, for just prosthetic limbs, does it feel like we're getting there? Like, do you feel it?
I know someone personally that is missing their arm, and they have their own like actual arm that they can control, like with their fingers and everything, like you were saying earlier. With they
did
can
they-
feel with their muscles.
Do they do the app?
And no, they don't have that.
Oh, okay. So they use the
No.
myoelectrics to.
Yeah, it's like with
Okay.
the muscles around.
Is it accurate? Like, how accurate is it?
She told me that it's fairly accurate to a degree.
Yeah, because
Like
like
I don't think she can close her fist fully
yeah,
and stuff like that. But
when I was
like,
looking into it, it said it wasn't super accurate, but it's getting there.
yeah,
It's getting better every year.
yeah. When I last talked to her, she said she was trying to get a hang of it, and she's like almost to the point where she can pick up items with it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's
So
what.
yeah.
How long? I mean, how long did that take her?
I know as long as I know her, she's had her arm amputated, but like
Oh, okay,
she
so it's
said
kind of
that
a new thing.
she had it for only for a few months before.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I talked to her about it, so yeah.
So it's pretty quick to learn then. It sounds like.
This seems like at least picking like small things up, not like coffee cups or something
It's
like that.
probably
But
mostly just building up the muscle memory. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like building up the strength and like your nerves and shit, just to like be able to do it. Because
practice.
obviously, when it's not there, they have no idea. You know, they're not doing it because it's just simply not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it
And
gets,
and I guess getting used to not feeling what they're picking up.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would be
Because
true.
when you had that hand-eye coordination, when you use when you don't
yeah, you
have
have
your
touch
right arm
too. You know
and you
for
have
a
your
fact.
left arm, you can feel the stuff that you're picking up like with your touch.
Mhm.
But when you're using your prosthetic arm, you don't feel that. So you just have to get used to like being able to grab things easily and
That's
adjust
interesting.
without
You're almost like
feeling it.
mastering your like
Other
depth, like
senses.
your depth. Well, yeah, not only
Well,
that,
yeah.
but like the
Depth perception. Yeah.
yeah, your depth perception. Sorry, I don't know why I
No,
flunked
you
on that,
could.
but either way, like yeah, just absolutely knowing like how far it is that you're reaching and like knowing that like I mean, granted, like it's not, I guess, hard to think about it when you're just, grabbing things off your desk. But like you said, Stars, like you absolutely have the sense of touch to confirm that it's there, it's in your hand, to safely pull it or reach off the desk or whatever. Because
Mhm.
if it's a drink, you're spilling all over yourself if you say don't have it correctly or something. You know
Or
what I
what,
mean?
like,
Yeah. Because you
well,
can't tell how hard you're grabbing.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, what
Yeah.
if you grab
Yeah.
something and just squeeze it? Like, does it just shatter glass?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think she's
I'm-
to that level yet, but I haven't talked to her in like a year. So, but I
You-
know.
Well, I mean, and then like, what about prosthetic legs? Like, what if they added like super high speed fans? Like, you imagine, like, you wouldn't be able to fly. I don't think. Like, it would
No.
make you run faster, maybe.
All right, but here's the bigger question: where do you put these fans?
Oh, on the bottom of the feet, man. Just like
You
shoes.
just have gigantic like fans at the bottom of your feet.
No, built in. I was thinking built in, kind of like building in.
Like
Okay,
on
alright. I
Call of
was
Duty
like,
Zombies
what?
or wherever, like the giants and stuff. You know how you would go in the foot for the Easter egg. I don't know if you
Yeah,
ever played
yeah, I
Zombies,
understand.
but like
yeah,
it would be like built into the foot like that. But my
I
dad
got you.
actually had prosthetic legs
But
because
that's what I'm saying, those
he had
feet were
both his legs
gigantic.
amputated.
Yeah. Were they?
So he had prosthetic legs, but they weren't advanced. They were just sticks. Really, they were just like sticks with plates on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And,
I'm
like,
sure these like robotic
at the top.
ones with the
Oh, yeah, they were, like-
myoelectrics, they have to be hella expensive, and I'm sure they're
Yeah.
just looking for like test subjects to be like, hey,
I think the ones that we got from my dad was like a few $100s at
Yeah.
least. Just for sticks with pads at the bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say prosthetics are actually extremely expensive.
Yeah.
So like, if they do get more advanced, the price is only even like gonna go higher. So the
Which
cooler
is sad, to
prosthetic
be
you're
honest.
getting. Well, yeah, but I mean, imagine how much money and like stuff's
research
being put
Oh,
into
yeah.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
research,
on top
yeah,
of
time.
research alone, like
Well, just for the myoelectrics, like I think that's a stroke of genius to use the muscles of your body to try to trigger movement in the other
Mhm.
parts of your body.
yeah, I actually agree.
Just to be able to get that to work
Oh yeah.
is insane.
Well, there's
I
no
mean-
way that they're researching how to connect it to the brain. Like they're still trying to figure out ways to connect the technology and integrate it like a leg or arm to cooperate with your brain. But the keyword is yet. We don't
Mhm.
have that technology is not there. They're just looking into the possibility of it. But that'd be pretty crazy in of itself, being able to like mind control. I wouldn't say mind control. It would be like using a normal arm or leg, but you wouldn't. It would be thoughtless in a way, where you're like you
Yeah.
just move your leg, it reads the muscles.
Well, it would just
and,
be more natural.
yeah,
More natural.
exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like Bucky from Winter Soldier. Like that seems
Yeah,
pretty like that seems
exactly.
like a flawless integration to me. Like it works the exact way he wants it to.
Yeah, because he has like the socket thing on his actual shoulder, because you know how like he gets different arms. Obviously, he has a different arm when he's working with Hydra, and then he has like that moment of peace for a while in Wakanda, right? And then
Right.
like the Wakandans like give him a whole new arm. So like he's got like this detachable thing, and then I don't know if you've seen Winter Soldier, but I guess with like spoiler free as possible, like they remove it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like very easy. Like they just simply take it from him. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's very advanced, and I don't know. It's very very cool.
But it's movies like that that lead to the future too. I mean, like no, I mean
Well,
it's the
yeah, it
same
gives
idea as like
people
Star
ideas and
Trek.
shit.
Oh yeah,
It's
like
inspiration.
Star Trek helped create you know, CAT scans and X-ray scans, and they helped
Really?
develop that. Just I mean, from people watching the TV show, it gave ideas, and it was implemented into medical technologies.
That's actually extremely cool.
Oh yeah, no, sci-fi's been like that for years. Like sci-fi pushes the envelope in terms of technology and futurism, and it's always people in the real world that dream of that stuff. So I'm still surprised we don't have floating cars yet. I'm kind of pissed off at that one.
Yeah, for real, man.
Well, Back to the Future was
I was
Oh.
about to say, Back to the Future told
it's a
us
bunch
we
of
have
bullshit.
a bunch of shit by now, but no, we
Yeah.
don't even have hoverboards yet.
No,
What
man.
the hell?
Or even you look at movies like God, what's it called?
Fifth Element.
Yeah, no, you got movie, yeah, exactly, like Fifth
Yeah.
Element, and then there's also let's see, it's that movie that movie with the hell is his name? Harrison Ford. Blade Runner.
Man, Blade Runner.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Blade
Yeah.
Runner. Have you
And
seen
what's
the new
that other
one?
one with Arnold
Yes.
Schwarzenegger?
Oh, Terminator.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Oh, yeah,
Total
Total Recall,
Yeah,
dude.
that's an old one.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
No, Blade
that
Runner
showed us what our future would have been like.
Yeah, like
but
Blade
nope.
Runner and Total Recall. Like, could you imagine like I don't think tracking devices are so small now.
Yeah.
Like that one he pulled out of his nose in Total Recall, dude. That was, oh my god.
That was huge.
It was so gigantic.
Like, how could you not know that's there?
It's just like shoved in your nasal.
Yeah, but like, I had nightmares when I first watched Total Recall because I was young when I first saw it, and then what happens at the
Well, that's
end,
horrifying.
And like, yeah, when you see what like they're happening to their bodies with no oxygen, you're like, oh god.
My
I
favorite
had
part was
nightmares seeing that.
the lady's face when he's getting to Mars.
I mean, it's not far off though. Like what happens when your face gets completely sucked of oxygen like that. Like,
Yeah, like, it's just
pretty crucial scene. I mean, not like I've ever seen it, but I could only imagine.
Oh my
you know what I
god.
mean?
Yeah, and then what was his name in Total Recall? There was like the little guy that was like part of the larger guy.
oh yeah,
The mutant
yeah.
is it was Benny. Benny was one of the mutants. What was the other one?
I just know like one of the main things that people remember from Total Recall, like not just me, but most people, is the three-titted chick.
I
From
mean,
the
of
bar.
course.
Yeah, from the
Everyone's
diner.
gonna
Yeah,
remember that.
that kind of started a whole wave, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure that was part of Rule 34 before people knew what Rule 34 was.
It started a whole new kink in that day too. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It started a whole wave.
it's like little Jimmy watching the movie for the first time, like, Dad, I want that. I'm like,
The parents that take their kids to the rated R movies that don't even like, they just don't care. All right, I'm gonna take my 5-year-old to see Total Recall.
some parents are like that. So.
Imagine Amanda's kid be like, yeah, she has 3 vaginas.
Oh no.
All right. Well, that was Boredom Must Die. Today we talked about cybernetic limbs and the past, present, and future of them. We hope you found that interesting, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And remember to follow us on Twitter, where you can discuss any of your favorite episodes with us. Link is in the description.